But Felix, I can't get credit cards. I don't make any money, and I don't have the money to pay it back. What's up, guys? It's Felix from Giant Lifestyle. That is the most common thing I hear. When I tell somebody to fix their credit, go get personal and business funding, guess what they always tell me? I don't make any money. I don't have enough money to pay all the loans back. So you're going to let the minimum payments stop you from changing your life. First barrier, you throw the towel and say, oh, getting 100, 200 grand sounds nice, but I can't wrap my head around the minimum payments to pay it back. So, you know what? I don't want the 100, 200 grand in funding that I could potentially get. I forget the exact percentage, but a minimum payment is calculated depending on if it's like a revolving account. It's like 2% or 3% of the balance. I forget the exact number, but that's how a minimum payment is calculated. So just say 2%, right? What's 2% of, just say, I think it's higher than that, but just say 5% of 10,000. What's that? Whatever it is. Anyway, it's not high at all. So when I tell people to fix their credit, get their credit right. If your credit's shit, whether you want business or personal, if your credit's shit, the first thing you need to do is fix your credit. I'd budget, say you got a 500 score, right? My boy, he just paid me to fix his credit. He had a repo and he had 450 score. I removed everything. The repo, $39,000 repo, gone in less than 30 days. His credit's so new and clean now, he doesn't even have a score. Once I add all the trade lines to him, he'll have like 650, 700, 750. So budget, depending on how shitty your score is, budget between 1,000 and 3,000 to fix your credit. Whether you have collections, repossessions, late payments, increase, whatever it is, just a budget 1,000 to 3,000. Once your credit's clean and fixed, you got almost a fresh slate. Then budget another 1,000 to 3,000 for trade lines. Now listen, you might be able to go somewhere else and, oh, Felix, I could get it done for 500, or I could get trade lines for 200. Okay, listen, take the cheap route, get cheap results. Listen, I've seen what happens when, I just seen my boy, right? One of my other business partners, friends that I work with. He spent the money to get his credit right. He spent the money to add some trade lines, spent a few grand. He just got over 200 grand in funding. So you got to be willing to dish out money, right? This dude hit me up the other day. He's like, yo, I want to learn how to flip medical commodities. I'm like, dude, I got you. I'll hook you up with a sale because you came through my boy, a discount plan. And he's like, oh, nope, doesn't want to invest no money. You can't make money unless you pay money out. You got to be willing to dish the money out to bring the money back. It's the name of the business. It's the name of the game. There's no way around it. So keep that in mind. I'm giving you the solution to your excuse that's saying, Felix, I don't have any money for the late payment. I'm not the late payments, the minimum payment. I don't make no money. Why you tell me to get funding or, loans if I don't make no money to pay these loans back? Well, you don't make no money, so you need to switch something up. You need some sort of leverage, unless you're going to use your own cash. But you don't have no cash to build your business. So unless you're going to bootstrap it, I highly suggest you get a loan to do it, because how else are you going to do it? So, got your credit clean, got the trade lines added, you get the funding, you get, 100, 200,000. You take the money off the cards. So I say you get a card for 10,000, keep the usage typically no higher than 50%. Me personally, I'm a daredevil, so I'll max the card out, take the money, flip the money, pay the card back. But if you're not an expert with money management and, knowing how to deal with credit and, having a little bit of cash to play with, if you got a little bit of cash to play with, you can max the card out, flip the money, pay them back, no worries. But if you're getting funding on a shoestring budget, then you don't want to max the card out. I say, get a $10,000 card, take off 3,000 to 5,000. And what you're going to want to do is you want to take a percentage off to pay them back. That is the solution to your excuse that you can't pay them back. So say you get a $10,000 card, take off $4,000 for your investments, take off $3,000 for the payments for 6 to 12 months. That should be your window to make that 4,000 bubble. There's your window of opportunity to take that 4,000 and make something happen with it. Don't take that 4,000 and blow it or do some bullshit with it. Take that 4,000, put it into investment. What if that 4,000, listen to me, what if that 4,000 turns into 12,000? If that 4,000 turns back into 12,000, you took 7,000 off the card, you could pay the entire thing back. Card could be paid off, which I don't recommend doing. I recommend keeping a balance to show history and let these banks make money. People say, I'm going to pay my card off in full. I don't want to get charged interest. This is how I do banks, right? Let them make money. They're in the business of lending out money to make it back. If they can't tack on no interest, you're of no value to them. Spend their money, let a few interest points go on that shit, and pay them back and let them eat. Because when you let these banks eat, they'll give you more money, right? I did a fix and flip with this hard money lender. They always hit me up like, yo, Felix, you got more properties for us? We want to lend on another deal. Because they gave me, even though this lender, it was a little high interest, it was my first fix and flip, the interest was a little high. They gave me, I don't know, whatever, I don't know, I think they gave me 90 and I gave them back like $110. Something like that in, I don't know, close to 10 months. But they made 20 grand off their money. So I let them make money and they let me walk away with, I don't know, 50 grand profit, maybe a little bit less. So let these banks make money. But there's your excuse solved. You want to get funding, you want to go get your credit shit fixed, fix your credit, hustle up the money to fix your credit, hustle up the money to get trade lines, and you got a brand new life. Get some primary accounts, maybe get a secured card, maybe get like a My Jewelers Club, stuff like that to really make your credit sit in high 700s. And then get the funding. Oh, another thing, make sure you have a strategy to take the money off the cards. I have a strategy. If you want, I could make another video about that, but I have like a merchant processor that, you know, if you go to like a store or something and they ask you, hey, you're going to insert your card to make the payment, I have like a little processor like that. So I could personally take the payments off myself, and then I put the money right to the side for their payments. 6 months, 12 months, goes right to the side, their payments, and I take the other money that I took off the card and I use that to invest. But there's no excuse as to why you shouldn't be leveraging credit to build your business, unless you already got millions. I mean, if you got millions, you really don't need a card. When I got millions, I probably just have a Amex card that I'll run up every month if I need any expenses or stuff like that. But if you don't have no cash, use credit, use OPM to get rich. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you guys for watching. Daily content, more videos. Got a lot of things planned for 2020. I will crack 100,000 subscribers, man. I'm not stopping until I get to that 100,000 subscriber mark. And that's it. So if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the contact area below. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.